A hushed tension hung in the air of the Death Star conference room, a silence not born of reverence, but of deep, simmering dread. Imperial officers shifted uncomfortably, their eyes darting nervously towards the imposing figure in black, Darth Vader, who stood silent and still. But at the head of the table, Grand Moff Tarkin remained utterly composed. His gaze was unwavering, his posture resolute. "Fear will keep the local systems in line," Tarkin stated, his voice a low, steady rumble that cut through the silence. He wasn't addressing Vader directly, yet the words were undoubtedly for his benefit, a subtle acknowledgement of the Dark Lord's methods. And Vader, for his part, offered no objection, no sudden burst of rage. He merely stood, observing, his silent presence an implicit agreement. In that singular moment, a unique dynamic was laid bare for all to see, a relationship built not on terror, but on a foundation of mutual, albeit grudging, respect. This was not the typical interaction between Darth Vader and his Imperial subordinates. We've become accustomed to seeing officers tremble, stammer, and ultimately choke under Vader's wrath. Yet with Tarkin, there was a stark difference, a remarkable equilibrium that defined their chilling partnership. Tarkin was one of the very few who spoke to Vader as an equal, often even as a superior in matters of strategy and military command. He saw Vader not as a mystic, not as a terrifying boogeyman, but as a supremely powerful and effective weapon, an indispensable tool in the Empire's arsenal. To understand this, we must look at Tarkin himself. He was a man of immense intellect, a master strategist, and utterly ruthless in his pursuit of order. His ambition was cold and precise, his loyalty to the Imperial ideal absolute. He believed in the iron fist, in the absolute subjugation of the galaxy through fear and overwhelming force. When he looked at Darth Vader, he didn't see the broken man beneath the mask, nor did he shrink from the palpable dark side energy. He saw a force multiplier, an instrument capable of executing the Empire's most brutal directives with unparalleled efficiency. For Tarkin, the ends always justified the means, and Vader was simply the most effective means available. Consider the moments aboard the Death Star. Tarkin, with icy resolve, ordered the destruction of Alderaan, an act of genocide meant to instill terror across the galaxy. Darth Vader stood by his side, silent, unwavering, a chilling affirmation of the Grand Moff's decision. Later, when the rebels were closing in, it was Tarkin who gave the command, "You may fire when ready," not Vader. This wasn't a moment of deference from Tarkin, but an assertion of his strategic authority, which Vader unhesitatingly accepted. This subtle hierarchy, where military command superseded even the Dark Lord's power, was a testament to the unique understanding between them. And Vader, in turn, respected Tarkin. His respect wasn't born of affection, of course, but of a shared, brutal vision for the galaxy. Vader recognized Tarkin's cunning, his unflinching ruthlessness, and his unwavering commitment to Imperial order. The Dark Lord, himself a master of strategy and psychological warfare, understood the value of a mind as sharp and unyielding as Tarkin's. He saw in Tarkin a reflection of the Empire's cold, hard will, and perhaps a kindred spirit in their shared dedication to absolute control. Theirs was a partnership of two of the most powerful men in the galaxy. One, a living embodiment of the dark side, draped in mystery and terror. The other, a calculating military genius, pragmatic and devoid of sentiment. Their alliance was a chilling fusion of dark side power and strategic military might, a combination that truly kept the Empire in an iron grip. It was a partnership of cold calculus, where every decision was weighed against its impact on Imperial dominance, and sentiment had no place. Together, they represented the very essence of the Empire, absolute, unyielding, and terrifyingly efficient. This dynamic teaches us a profound lesson about power within the Empire. While fear was a potent tool, true authority, for Vader at least, also stemmed from demonstrated competence and an unshakable commitment to the Imperial cause. Tarkin's unwavering resolve, even in his final moments on the Death Star, facing certain destruction, solidified his place as one of the few individuals Vader truly acknowledged as a peer in the grand, brutal game of galactic conquest. As we reflect on their relationship, it's clear that their interactions were far more nuanced than simple command and obedience. They represent a different facet of power, one built on a shared, merciless ideology and a mutual, if chilling, respect for each other's distinct yet equally potent contributions to the Empire's might. It's a testament to the idea that even in the darkest corners of the galaxy, alliances can be forged not just through fear, but through a cold, calculated understanding of shared ambition and capability. What are your thoughts on this unique relationship? Do you agree that Tarkin held a special place in Vader's respect, distinct from other Imperial officers? Share your insights and theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deeper dive into the complexities of the Star Wars galaxy, please consider following for more explorations into the characters and lore that continue to captivate us.